Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you have a good one. Unfortunately for me, it is quite a nasty and dreary day out, but we can't let that stop us. Plus, apparently, every single time we catch ourselves a costume Pokemon, you have a chance, though they did say it was a small chance, but you do have a chance to get yourself a rare candy from them. So I'm thinking today, we're just gonna go hard, trying to catch as many of these things as possible. But as you can see here, no rare candy. If we go to the bag real quick, we're at 16. I'm not gonna do any raids today. I wanna see how many we can get in one day. And literally as soon as I ended the clip, this happened. We have our Go Wild area freaking medals, so that's great. I mean, this does go live in about a week, so that's pretty exciting stuff. Plus, we did get every single day and every single add-on, so we're getting every one of those medals. Feels cool to get them, though, for sure. I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope you are, too. That's gonna be an insane event, and I mean an insane event. But now that we're through with all those, let's get back to catching. Though I should tell you that late last night, I did get a shiny Pumpkaboo, so that was kind of fun. But then, this morning, while I was packing up from my hotel, I got a shiny Teddy Ursa. So, we're already starting off with some Halloween shinies. And there it is. We finally got our first rare candy from a singular Pokemon catch. Pretty cool that that's a thing, but this was like at least 40 catches in, so they're gonna be quite rare. But also if you fast catch, you might just see the rare candy thing drop. So it's a neat thing that they're doing it. You don't have to spend anything, like doing raids or Gigantamax battles or anything like that, but still, don't expect to get a ton of these. But we're gonna keep going and see how many we can get for the day. This Pumpkaboo right here actually brings me up to 19 of them, so they might be more common than I think they are, because this didn't take too long at all. I just got another one a second ago. Now, admittedly, it's been a little while since the Pikachu one, but we are getting them. I'm starting to feel like they left the shiny boost on accident, but I'm not gonna complain, seeing that this is like my 5th shiny Pumpkaboo of the event. But we did have an event a little while ago where they were slightly boosted, but they were the non-costume variant, so maybe they just kept that boost on, I don't know. But anywho, this one did not come with a rare candy, and it's fine. I've settled into a Starbucks real quick, because I needed a place to chill for a second. I have a whole stack to go through, and if we open it, it should be nothing but costume Pokemon. And there's also something in here that I want to catch that I accidentally stacked yesterday. I want to see if I can get any rare candies out of the stack, since technically these did spawn in for the 31st, but maybe it's like a random thing whenever you catch them. So if I do get a rare candy at any point, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But until then, I'm just gonna get through this entire stack, find the thing I'm looking for, and of course, enjoy my latte, because this caffeine's needed right now. I'm really tired. But that Teddy Ursa didn't have one either. Well, this was a stacked Noibat, and they gave me a Rare Candy XL. So it is a thing. That's really cool. I didn't realize that these could do that as well. But also something I forgot to mention is that they have to be nice throws or better, so that one's not gonna count. Let's try this again, shall we? And boom, there we go. Great curveball. Now, this does not guarantee it, but the fact that we got that from a stacked Pokemon is great. If you have a huge stack full of costumes, I'd say just start catching every one of them, because you could get something. I didn't there, but you could. I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is we gained a couple more rare candies from all those catches. Bad news, though, is I caught the thing I was supposed to catch in front of you guys. Luckily, I did check, and there it is. We actually did get our hands on the Hundo Teddy Ursa. I'm so happy. I had this last night, and I was gonna put it in the last video, but unfortunately, I stacked it, and at that point, I was like, I'm just gonna wait. Might as well try to get the rare candy out of it, but yeah, a Hundo of this is insane, and you know what? We're going to evolve it. It is useful as a Ursaluna. It is fantastic as a Ursaluna. People use it in PvP all the time. It is a normal and ground type, and if it ever got Shadow Claw as an Ursaluna, it would be amazing. But now that I think about it, I don't think I'm gonna be able to evolve this just right now. I have to wait until the full moon. I could just use Moongeist Beam for the next 10 minutes, you know? I mean, it's cheap, it's easy to do. Now I can actually turn this into an Ursaluna, and it will be a Hundo. I'm not gonna power it up all the way just yet, because I know there's a level up quest where you can power things up and it counts for that. So I'm gonna wait for that moment, but for now, we do at least have the Hundo Ursaluna with the hat, you know? I mean, it's stupid and fun. I do like it quite a bit. And if I were to power up all the way, it would be a 4358. That is ridiculous. But I am very, very happy. And also, I know I said I wasn't gonna do a raid, but there is technically a Shadow Latias here, and it is near the Pokemon Center, so usually these ones get hit pretty hard, so we'll go in, and if we do complete it, I do have a Spiritomb task. We are no longer in Kyoto. After a 3-hour Shinkansen ride, I am now officially in Fukuoka again. I'm gonna be here a little bit before Nagasaki, but also I'm still out here grinding for these rare candies, and we just got a couple of them on the way in. It's like the first time I was able to actually, you know, record it, but I also got the daily going for a bit, so we'll see what happens on that front. Hopefully we'll see a bird, and hopefully a shiny one. I would like to actually catch one soon. We've got a couple more hours to grind before I just want to wrap it up, so let's see how many rare candies we can get. I decided to do this Giratina just because there was a lot of people doing it, and this one is in 1877, so it's not very good. Maybe we'll get a shiny on Halloween. That'd be kind of fun. And we'll see. Do I get the blue and silver? I actually did get the TCG card today in pocket. So that was an interesting surprise, but we didn't get the shiny here. But with that background, it would have been so cool. And since we did that raid, I do have the Spiritomb. Is it blue? No. And 872. And there was also a Shadow Latios here. And since the Pokemon Center is literally Latios and Latios themed, we might as well do it. And it was a 1952, so it's okay. Unfortunately, I don't think it would be a purifiable Hundo, but we'll see. So it is really loud here. They're like testing stuff out. But anywho, not shiny, so not gonna catch it. So something really cool just got announced, but it's specifically only on the Japanese Pokemon Go website, and that's this right here. The Pokélid Stamp Rally is coming to Pokemon Go, pre-release only for Kyushu and Okinawa Go Stamp Rally. As you can see, we have the pictures of the Pokélids, or Pokéfuta as it's called here. And we've got Arcanine, which is definitely going to be an Okinawa one, but then we've got the Ampharos one down there, and that is definitely Nagasaki. And there's two Ampharos ones specifically, and I know the one on the top right, that's in Nagasaki City itself. So pretty cool that they're doing this, but let's just dive in a little bit more. Trainers, the Go Stamp Rally, which takes you around Pokélids, is now available in Pokemon Go as the Pokélid Stamp Rally. The event begins at 9 a.m. on November 7th, Japan Standard Time, so this is local to Japan, clearly. And there is no end date. This is just going to be a thing, so if you ever make your way to Japan, you now have something you could do extra here, even though there's tons to already do here. And this is actually going live the same time as the Nagasaki Wild area, so we'll be doing both at the same time. But in the future, they will release it in Hokkaido and Tohoku, the Kanto region, Central, Kinki, and Chugoku and Shikoku, I believe. And I'll definitely be hitting every one of those, but this is how you play it. When you open the Pokemon Go app in the Kyushu/Okinawa area, you will automatically receive a Pokélid stamp sheet. Visit the Pokestops in the Kyushu and Okinawa areas of the stamp sheet and collect your stamp. As you know from my channel, we have visited so many of these Pokélids, so basically what you see in the game and what you get like gifts and stuff like that, now it's going to be an extra stamp you can do as well, and you do get encounters for it. Every time you collect 2 stamps from the same prefecture, you can encounter Pikachu with the location background of that prefecture. And these are what the backgrounds look like because of the Pokemon group. So we have Kagoshima, there's Fukuoka, where I am right now, so that's what it's gonna look like. It'll have a red bridge. We've got Saga with the hot air balloons, which is very fitting because they have a big festival there, but the Pokélids there are usually just Meowth balloons with Meowths in them. When I was there recently, we saw a Galarian, Alolan, and Cantonian balloon Meowth for 3 of them. And then there's Miyazaki with the palm trees. Makes sense because Executor is their prefectural mascot. Nagasaki looks really nice. I love the flower fields and such like that. And then Okinawa is a beautiful ocean. Like, it makes sense. I don't know what else they would do for that. But you know what they should do, though? Seriously, with Saga? Make it the balloon Pikachu, not just a normal Pikachu. I mean, I know they're just gonna make it a normal Pikachu, but like, it would make so much sense to have balloon Pikas for Saga. They don't have to be the special ones, just the normal balloon ones that we get worldwide. But like, come on. Now, that is cool, but the downside to this is there are so many prefectures that have specific things that are like to them, like Nagasaki has Ampharos, and Okinawa has Growlithe and Arcanine. So like, my mentality is, why not make the prefectural mascot ambassador Pokemon the Pokemon you're getting with the background? In my opinion, that would have been better, but I get that Pikachu is the mascot and it's the most easily coded, maybe, I don't know. It definitely feels like they could have done a little better with that. You can also give the Pokefuta stamps you've created as gifts to your friends. That's actually interesting. Stamps you receive from friends will be recorded to your Pokefuta stamp sheet with a different border color than stamps that you stamp yourself. Stamps received from friends do not count towards the number of stamps required for Pikachu encounters with location background. Even if you already have the Pokélid stamp from a friend, you can still visit that stamp location and still get the thing for the Pikachu. So even if somebody gifted it to you, you're not out of luck. You'll just have to go yourself to fully get that encounter. But that's everything at the moment. Oh, and you have to be level 5 or higher in order to do it. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And really cool that they're doing it for Kyushu and Okinawa. But all in all, really freaking cool. I love that they're doing this. I've been saying for a while that this needs to be a thing, and I'm glad that they finally are doing it. And I will be doing it a little bit, but unfortunately, I really don't have a lot of time in this part of Japan. So I don't know how many of these I'm gonna be able to get, but I do know of some places I can kind of scurry off to try to get a handful of them. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of this. Like, do you think it's cool? Do you think it's kind of a waste of time? I know a lot of people aren't from Japan, and some of you might not be able to come to Japan for a little while, but this is something to look forward to whenever you do actually make it here. Because now you can have this extra little scavenger hunt on top of what you're already doing, and in my opinion, I think that's fantastic. As you can see, I've actually been encountering quite a few of these Pokélids so far on just this trip alone, but I will say that this is also exciting exciting because in the future, they could apply this to other things, not just in Japan. Like, there's a lot of US things they could use this on, not specifically these, because you know these things would disappear very fast in America, but yeah, just things kind of like this. They could apply this similar feature to it so that we get like special backgrounds for different US states or different European places. I definitely think it's a fun little addition to the game, which would definitely try to get you out to explore a little bit, which is the point of the game. They want you to get up and go. At the end of the day, we made it to 46 rare candies. Now, some of these are from raids. I did do a couple, but quite a few were from wild spawn, so good luck. Hopefully get your hands on a whole bunch of rare candies and XLs. But on that note, we are gonna wrap up the video here. Smash that subscribe button for me, show me some love, and let me know in the comments down below, how many free rare candies did you get? If you're really enjoying the content and you wanna see even more of it, I highly suggest the video right down here. But with that being said, I'm gonna get some sleep.